What is up? Welcome to Welders of IG. I'm Joel Ridzak. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/welders of IG. That way you get your content a day or two early and be entered into one of our giveaways. We're giving away hoods, shirts, all that good stuff. So help me make that
internet money, bitch.
Awesome. So, coming all the way from the land down under, he's the Duke of Dabs, the Sultan of Slick, the King of Aluminum Capping. We have that welder guy, R33, Aiden Burke. What is up, Aiden?
What's going on now?
Going great, going great. Nice and
Good.
sunny here in Washington. It's usually not like that. It's typically rainy and gray. So yeah, dude, your content is freaking awesome. So all you guys that are listening right now, whether you're a welder or not, you should be following this guy. His content is great. He's got beautiful welds. He's got hilarious content. Bro, I think even one of your TikToks had like 12,000 or 12 million views.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's one of my greater creations. Just playing around with some editing in just a CapCut app, and just kind of took it really well actually, and just went viral. So pretty happy about that. And yeah, to be honest, TikTok actually just started off as a joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it actually I was just trying to help the business to, like, 'cause I work for Plasma Man Racing, and I just wanted to help get the product out more. And a lot of the boys at the workshop, they don't really understand social media, how it works. They just kind of just kept uploading onto Facebook thinking people are going to see it there. And it wasn't really going too well. And I'm like, let's try this out. They didn't listen. So I started my own TikTok, and called it That Welder Guy, and just started uploading all the cool stuff we did. And then next thing you know, just all these videos started blowing up. And I was like, oh, look, this is going somewhere. And now we're here, really. We got to this point. So,
Yeah, it seems like Facebook is dead now. I don't
yeah.
want to be on Facebook. Nobody I know wants to be on Facebook anymore. It's all old people and mean people with bad opinions about politics.
I only use Facebook for marketplace now, really. I just use it to buy stuff.
Exactly, dude. I delete the app just so I'm not tempted to look at it. And then when I need to sell something from my house, I just re-download and get on Marketplace right away. It's the easiest place to sell stuff for sure.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about Facebook right now, really. Other than that, I wouldn't really use it for anything else.
So how long did it take you to build your TikTok following? Did it happen like right away or?
Well, the first 3 or 4 videos didn't do like amazing. I maybe got like 10,000 views max, but that's still really good for someone who's only like pretty much no followers at the time. And then I had this one video shoot up to like 1 million, and then I woke up one morning and looked at it, and it was like 20. I had like 20 or 24,000 followers or something like that, and then from there it just kept going, and then that 12 million one blew up, and I got 100,000 from that like instantly. And now it's just kind of just gone crazy. Like everything I upload, everyone loves it. I'm glad everyone loves it. So
Yeah, dude, you have really funny content. That one with Scott Morrison, your prime minister, ScoMo, dude, that had me dying. He's trying to weld. He's like, "Oh, let me get in there," and he just flash burns himself right away.
yeah, I know everyone was messaging me. They're like, "Please, you have to do it. You're Australian. That's your prime minister. You got to do something." I was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll see what I can come up with."
Yeah, that actually led me into hashtag ScoMo. So I looked it up, and then there was this video of him like with a bad lip sync and like playing his ukulele. Oh my god, it's hilarious. So anybody who's listening, check out hashtag ScoMo. You will not be disappointed. Lots of funny content on there.
Yeah.
So is ScoMo like kind of a joke, or I mean, our president's a joke too.
Yeah, honestly, I think we both have a bit of a joke running the country. Your one, I don't know where he leads off with his conversations, but it's like one thing to another. But then our one, he's just, I don't know. He's doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it just probably looks really bad. But he's just, I don't know. He's just...
Yeah, dude. he has cue cards and he still can't make complete sentences. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sad. These people, these old people that are running our countries, just need to go into a home, have their applesauce, and just go to sleep. They need to let us be. But hey, that's not the world we live in, unfortunately. But whatever. You seem to be living the dream, though. You got a beautiful family, great career, huge following on TikTok, and you even have a race car yourself.
yeah.
Tell us about your race car, bro. That thing is sick.
It's
Or you have two of them, right?
three, four. Actually,
Oh
no,
my god!
four. I got four.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I got so we're building a time attack Civic actually that we went into a syndicate with me and my workmates. So we were all chipped in, bought a Civic. We thought we'd turn it into a time attack car, so we have that. I've got the Drift Sylvia that I'm building. It's in my garage for drift, obviously. I've got the 33, so I got the two 33s actually. I got the silver 33 and the white one. My white one's actually my missus one, but since we had a kid, she kind of palmed it off to me, and I gave her the Ute. We bought like a family Ute, a tow vehicle.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, so
smart.
so I take the her 33 to work every day as a daily, and I'm building the silver one and the Sylvia at the same time, as well as the Civic. And then through work, because actually our work buys race cars as well, we have a 33 GTR and a Tommy Mackin Evo, which is they're both time attack cars as well, which we actually competed this weekend at World Time Attack, but unfortunately I missed it because I had COVID last.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
damn.
I literally just got better today. I tested positive for COVID last week. I haven't been to work all week.
Oh no. So they're pretty strict with that over there. You have to like stay home, quarantine, like you can't do anything
Yeah,
or
no, well, there's a bit of leeway. Like they tell you 7 days quarantine, but they don't tell you to stay at home. Like you can still go out, buy food that you need and stuff like that. You just got to be cautious,
okay.
wear a mask and all that kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's not as bad as some of the things I was seeing on Instagram. They're like concentration camps and all this stuff.
No,
I was like, oh my
no,
God,
no,
it's
no.
crazy.
No,
Okay.
it kind
Okay.
of, to be
Cool.
honest, everyone over here is kind of just over it. I think everyone's just doing their own thing now.
Yeah, same. Our state was one of the last states to get rid of masks. I think us, Washington State, and Hawaii were the last states, and it's just kind of yeah, everybody's over it. Nobody cares anymore. We're on to World War III. You know, the
Yeah.
usual. On to the next one.
Oh yeah. But what's after this? Who knows?
Uh, so yeah, how much horsepower are you pumping out of those race cars? What is your Skyline doing?
My Skyline's got no engine in it at the moment. It's getting built at the moment as we speak, actually. And when I was planning on picking it up in a few days, but it's a fully built engine. I've got everything was gutted. I'm hoping to go 1,000 horsepower with NOS.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Yeah, that's the goal. The Sylvia, it's got an LS swapped. It's LS swapped, so it's got the LS1 5.7 in it. It's also got a turbo, a G42. I'm looking at putting maybe 10 pound through it on an E85. I'm looking at around 500 kilowatts, 600 kilowatts, something like that, which is about 700 horsepower. And the Tommy Mackin Evo just on the dyno the other week did 440 kilowatt at all fours. So that's about 700 horse, 650, 700 horsepower, I think. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, serious horsepower. So you said one of them was a few of them were time attack, and you have that one drift car. The
Yeah.
drift car, did you weld your own roll cage in that thing?
No, unfortunately, I was going to, but
Uh,
to meet with all cam specs and a proper build, I had to get it done from a shop that's qualified to actually enter in competitions. See, we're a qualified shop, but not in roll cages. So I had to
ah,
get one of my boss's friends who does roll cages professionally to actually do it and stamp it and approve the cage so it's safety approved and all that kind of stuff to go in competitions. Otherwise, I would have done it myself.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
Uh, so so you do all the engine work yourself. You're very mechanically inclined. You don't
yeah.
have to sub out any of the work.
No, not really. I actually have a mate who's an professional engine builder, and I help him. Like he does most of the hard work, but I sit there and I give him a hand. All the fab work and everything else I've done myself. I fabbed up my own engine mounts to suit the car, gearbox mounts. I've modified the gear stick to suit the standard position of the S13. I've also fabricated my own intercooler. doing everything as well. The boys at work machined billet rocker covers for the LS as well, so I put that on the car and going from there really.
Cool. How often do you guys race? And where do you go?
We go to Eastern Creek down at Eastern Creek Raceway, obviously in Sydney Motorsport Park. And my boss actually races his time attack cars almost every week. He goes out and practices every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, depending on if the car's broken or not as well. Drifting, I haven't had a chance to go drifting in a few years actually, because I had a little boy, so things got stopped. I had to stop for a little bit and trying to get back into it now. Yeah, trying to get the car ready again.
Yeah, kids will take a lot of time out of your life. Can't drift all the time when you have to take care of a little one.
Yeah.
So drifting, how did you learn how to do that? Did you just go crash a car a bunch of times at the track and then figure it out?
No,
Or?
actually, we used to go street drifting back when I was 16, 17. We used to go real late at night. I used to have an S13. It was my first car, and me and the boys, obviously wet weather, we didn't have enough power back then. So we used to rain every night, on the nights, and we used to just quickly sneak out, go for a drift on the streets or like industrial areas where there was no cars, no one around. We used to just go around roundabouts and we used to learn like that. And then took it to the track later once we got better, just so we weren't embarrassed or getting embarrassed by how bad we were at the start.
Okay, yeah. So you started in the streets.
Yeah.
You came from the streets.
Yeah.
All right, time to talk about making money online. If you're like me, you like making money. You like those big OT checks, but it's never enough. You know you need to have another stream of income coming in. Inflation's going crazy right now. The price of gas is up, food is up, and your purchasing power is going down daily. But you're in luck. There's never been an easier time to make money. And to help you with all that, there's Hustlers University. Once you get inside, you'll be connected with verified multimillionaires and have access to 18 wealth creating courses from freelancing, crypto, copywriting, and drop shipping, just to name a few. You will be given the tools to make money easily online. For only $50 a month, you try it out. You don't like it, cancel anytime. So what? You're only out $50. Who cares? But trust me, you're going to love the service. The courses are awesome. And above all, you're going to love the mindset that it gives you. You need to get in now, though, before they raise the price. You'll be grandfathered into that $50 a month price, just so you know. I use this service. I've made money online, and you can too. If I can do it, you can do it. It's super simple. Go to the link in my description of the podcast or go to the link on my Instagram bio and buy directly from there. If you click it, you click around, you explore the site, that's okay. Go back to that link and order directly from there. It really helps out the show and it'll help you make money. So get on Hustlers University and get you some dope. All right, so you work at Plasma Man. They make intercoolers, intake manifolds.
Yeah.
How long have you worked there for?
I'm going on to 6 years now, so 6.5 years. I
Nice.
started half my apprenticeship there. So I think I started when I was just on my third year as an apprentice when I had Plasma.
Is
I
that
did 2
a
years.
is that a sheet metal
Pardon?
apprenticeship? Is that a
Yeah,
sheet metal
yeah.
apprenticeship? Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's sheet metal. Yeah, so it was sheet metal. The fabrication class that I did was actually Cert 3 in fabrication, engineering, and welding. So it was part of welding, it's part of my trade. So, but what I started doing was actually kitchens. I used to do kitchen benches. So like commercial kitchens, stainless steel. And I did that for 2 years. And then I found Plasma and they took me on.
Nice. So I believe Australia has a strong labor party. They have strong labor unions and trades.
Yeah.
Here, it's trades are kind of looked down upon a little bit. I've been on jobs where the workers in the office can only eat at certain food trucks, and they won't allow the tradesmen to go eat at those same food trucks. I've been on a job like that at Expedia. That was kind of
Really?
an eye opener. We're second class citizens up here. Sometimes they don't like construction workers mingling with office people. But yeah. So you got a strong labor union down there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We get looked after really well with the union here, to be honest. Yeah. I'm actually surprised about that food thing. Is that what you think happens over here? Or is that over there?
No. over here, a lot of our schools, at least in our state, are like they're super liberal. So I feel like when I was growing up, they're like, oh, you don't want to get stuck behind a shovel. Oh, trades is okay, but what you really want to do is go to college and get in debt and, spend a bunch of money and get your career that way. Like that's what they focus on pushing. That's the only avenue. But if I would have known I could have made all this money welding, I would have never spent any time in college at all. I spent 1 year and realized it was a scam and got out. So I'm glad I got out when I did. But yeah, it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun in the shop there. A few guys have some crazy mullets. Tell us about yeah, tell us about your coworkers, your apprentices.
Yeah, okay, so I got three apprentices. One's on his fourth year now. He's almost finished. He's Jason. He's got a bit of a mullet as well at the moment. But the two freshies are Isaac and Luke. And Isaac's the one that you've seen with the really big mullet. And Luke's the other one who's got a bit of curly hair. He's trying to grow a mullet as well, but I don't know how well it's working for him with his hair so curly. They're doing really well. Luke's actually become a very good welder. He can weld intercoolers now. He's gotten to that stage where he's good enough to weld intercoolers and make them look real good. And he's only 17. And
Wow.
Isaac's the same age actually. They were friends outside of work, and then they kind of started working together, which is crazy. And those two kids are very talented. They both got VLs, so I don't know if Americans know what VLs are, but
No, no,
it's it,
explain that,
it's
please.
like a Holden Commodore, but it's like a Japanese Holden Commodore, I guess you could say. It's very stylish. It looks very good. It's probably one of the Commodores I like.
Ah,
It's a VL turbo. They come with an RB30 from factory, so Japan made the engine for the car, and Holden created it. And you get that's how the VL was born, and they both own one. They're actually a very, very rare car now. They're very old. They were made in the late 80s and early 90s. And
so highly sought after, or just something
yeah,
kind of cool and out there
it
to
is very
have?
cool and out there, and a lot of people do sought after it now. Back then, they weren't worth much because, like, maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, a lot of people were starting to get into them because they knew they're becoming collectors. So now they're really sought after. They're worth 30, 40 grand, probably even a lot more, depending on the type of model you got.
Wow. So how did they get their hands on one? They just got lucky?
They
They
just
scoured the internet?
Yeah, they just got lucky. Well, Luke's lucky enough because his parents come from a long line of car builders and the car restorations and stuff like that. So he bought just a shell that was rusting for like a few grand, and I've seen the way it's come now, and it's worth 40 grand plus, and the paint job he's put onto it, and it's just crazy. And he's doing it all
Nice.
himself.
Nice. So you guys get a lot of imports from Japan. When I was there, I saw a lot of Toyotas, just a
Yeah,
lot of Toyotas and Nissans.
yeah. No, we do get a lot of imports from Japan. Yeah, we had a lot of collectors like cars, Skylines. There's a big JDM scene here. There's a big muscle scene as well. A lot of Holdens, a lot of Australian scene as well. Like, there's a lot of Holdens and Fords, big competition with those two. And it's really funny though because a lot of the car scene here is very strict. Like the
How so?
police do not
Oh,
honestly care much for a lot of modified cars in Australia. They don't like them. They think it's dangerous. Like back when I was driving, I used to get picked on a lot just for the car I drove. Yeah.
okay, yeah. They're on the lookout. They're on the hunt for you guys. So how long did it take you to do your apprenticeship? Did you say? Was
And
that 6 years, 5 years,
four.
six
No, it's
years?
four. It's
Oh,
4 years.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And did you pick up that dab technique pretty quickly right away, or did
Um,
it look like dog shit the first time through?
everything looks like dog shit the first time through. But I used to just take some filler rod home and just practice while watching TV. You know what I mean? I used to just sit there and watch TV and just play with it, just so I could get like a motion going through. Obviously, I did it without gloves on at home, but then you put gloves on, it's like a whole different feeling again. But you eventually get used to it. Like I weld pretty much 12 hours a day 6 days. I work 6 days. I'm always working. And when I try to explain to a lot of people that I say, how do you get so good? And when I got seat time for that long, doing the same thing, not the same thing over and over again, but like a lot of the same, you know, you eventually get
Hmm.
good like naturally.
Right. Yeah. The process that you do the most is what you're going to get good at. Like for me, I weld pulse spray on pipe all day, so that's my strongest. That's my strongest process. I can do stick, TIG, MIG, all that stuff, but it takes a little bit of warming up before I get back into the swing of things. The first weld is always a little bit rough.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I
but yeah,
know.
that's a lot of seat time. Do you always work 612s? Plasma Man has just tons of intercoolers that they need to be shipped out.
Unbelievably, we've blown up so big since for the past maybe I think 2 years. Like we were doing an average like normal small shop, but then it just blew up. We started getting our branded stuff on a lot of big cars, big name cars. You know what I mean? And people started
Well,
seeing
it
the
was all
name.
because of your TikTok. It
Nah,
was probably because of your TikTok.
maybe honestly,
Are you getting any money
no,
from
no,
your
I'm
TikTok?
not. I
Are
actually
they
haven't gotten
are they
anything.
kicking you any bucks your way?
My boss looks after me because of the TikToks, and he said if I want to and I want to do like giveaways and stuff, he'll be more than happy to supply me t-shirts and stuff like that. So I'm looking into doing that soon when I get some free time. Maybe give away some gear merchandise, and he loves the fact that I do TikTok. He was pushing for it actually when he seen how big it was getting. He was like, "Wow, this is crazy." You know, he didn't expect it to go that crazy, and he just kept telling me, "He's like, don't care what the other guys at work think, just keep doing it." And I was like, "Okay," and he lets me do it as long as I'm not taking too much time off the work as well, because work still needs to get done. So all the funny videos that you see, all the ones that are like jokes, they're mainly done either on the weekend or in my own hours. But all the really cool ones that you see of the proper welding videos of the coolers getting done, the inlet manifolds and all that kind of stuff, that's all done actually in work hours.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you're giving them a bunch of free publicity, so that's great for
Yeah,
them. I
exactly.
mean, what are you up to? 320, 360 followers now?
330,000.
330,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. That's great. So yeah, I was in Australia, I think back in 2019. Went to Sydney, stayed on Coogee Beach. That beach is, oh, it's so nice. I was there before the fires, before the pandemic, before everything bad happened to Australia. But yeah, it's a great city. We had this dinner out. Have you ever been to the Key restaurant? It's like super fancy, like five-star dining.
I haven't. I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got all this like fancy cone dessert, this vanilla cone dessert. It's like a seven-course meal. You're in this glass bulb and you overlook Sydney Harbor and see the Opera House and everything like that. So yeah, I had like a once-in-a-lifetime vacation there. Sydney is awesome. Australia is great, man. So you live in a really, really cool place. I'm totally jealous.
Thank you. I've never been to America,
Yeah,
so
dude.
I'm planning on going soon, hopefully, because our work actually we do PRI. Have you heard of the
What's that?
PRI? Have you heard of PRI? It's a big car.
What's
It's a big
PR?
car convention in Indianapolis. So they go there for a week, and we set up our stand at PRI, and we show off all the product. We've actually won Best Product of the Year 2 or 3 years in a row. So over in America, and all the Americans seem to love our stuff.
Nice. Why is that exactly? You guys just have the biggest, beefiest intercoolers, or
No, to be honest, they didn't really know we did intercoolers mainly. Actually, they loved all our big block stuff, our big billet intake manifolds for all the Corvette engines, all the LS engines. You know, we did the LSA, we do the Coyote, we do all that kind of stuff. They love it.
nice, nice. So you might be taking a little business trip over to the USA pretty soon.
Yeah,
Nice.
hopefully once all the pandemic and all that's over anyway.
So you live around the Blue Mountains, and you haven't been to the animal sanctuary
No, no,
yet?
I have. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
have.
have. You just
It's, I
haven't
haven't
taken
ta
your kid.
Yeah, I just haven't taken my son. I'm trying to take him.
Ah, okay, yeah. I was there. It was it was so funny. seeing the animatronic dinosaurs down in the park. We chose that route. For those of you who don't know, it has one of the steepest trolleys like in the world. It goes right down the side of a cliff basically, and you go
Yeah.
down to this valley, and then you're cool. Australia's super hot. You're up on top of the hill. You're burning alive, and then you go down this super steep trolley, and then you're in the cool lowlands underneath the trees and in the woods, and you see these animatronic dinosaurs and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool there in the Blue Mountains.
Yeah.
What do they
Yeah.
have there? It's like the
The Three
Twin
Sisters.
Peaks. Oh, Three Sisters. That's what it is. Three Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool place. Yeah, I brought my best friend back kangaroo scrotum. They were selling those in the gift shop. I'm like, oh my man, I got to get this for my boy. Hashtag save a scrotum. Have you ever eaten kangaroo meat?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very tough. It's very chewy. I don't know if
Yeah.
this is the way mine was cooked or not, but it's
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I've thought about going to a place that serves it. I'm like, it's like eating a horse or something to me. It's like it's a little too majestic. I don't know if I could do it. But yeah, man, I saw that you skate as well.
yeah. I
You're
used
pretty
to
good, bro.
Yeah, I used to skate for 10 years, actually. Yeah, I used to do it back I started when I was 11 and did it till I was about 22. So I got really good actually, but I just couldn't keep going with it because I started really hurting myself. Obviously, the better you get, the more you push yourself, the more dumb shit you do. And I was just starting to fall down some steep stairs and doing some handrails and stuff like that. And it was kind of just like, do I want to keep doing this or do I want to work, make a living? I don't know what I was going to do, but who knows where I could have gone if I kept skating and just stopped. But then, I picked up welding and kind of just become good at that instead.
Yeah, no, wise decision. Yeah, a lot of the skateboarders are basically stuntmen. I mean, very skilled stuntmen. Dude,
Yeah,
some of the things that I see on Thrasher's Instagram are insane. Like Yuto Horogomi, Ryan DeCenzo, and what this guy Braden Hoban. Dude, the long rails that this guy does are absolutely insane. So anybody that wants to see some gnarly footage, go check that out. Check out Thrasher on Instagram. They have some sick videos. But yeah, I saw you. You did like an inward heel flip board slide and totally ate shit. Was that the moment that you were like, all right, I fucked up. I'm
yeah.
done skating.
Yeah, did you hear that fall, did you? Man, it was bad. I actually, there's also another video on there of me doing a handrail in the city, and I just kind of missed it completely, and I hit my tailbone real hard. Actually bruised my tailbone for 3 days. I couldn't walk properly. And yeah, yeah, like I said, I started really hurting myself. Even though I was really half decent at what I could do, I just didn't know if it was worth kept going. Because, you look at the pros and you look at how good they are, and they're still like an amazing level above what you can already do. And you have to be consistent as well. You got to make sure you land everything as well as they do. And, to get to that point, I don't know if I was ever going to make it. I probably could have, but I really started needing to make money. Hopefully, I get into professional drifting. That's the end goal. I'm going to try and become a professional drifter.
Nice. Yeah. How long long do you think that'll take to get into that level of drifting? You think you're pretty decent right now? You just got to get the card done and put in some time, or?
You pretty much. Well, I've got the skills. I've done it before. I know how to do it. I don't know how well I can do it as well as, like I said, the pros can. But I've got the idea. I know how I can, slide the car. I've got to set it up properly, and it might take a year or two to get to the point where I start getting sponsorship. I might get sponsorship early just because of my, being part of Plasman.
Right.
People probably just want to put their name on the card just because of where it comes from. Who knows?
Yeah. Take every advantage you can, man.
Yeah, pretty much. I mainly just want a tire sponsorship, really, just because I know I'm going to be burning through a lot of them.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So if anyone's out there and they know, if anyone's
Sponsor
watching,
this man. Sponsor this man now.
give me free tires, please.
How much does a set cost typically?
depends how cheap you want to go. With drifting, they say, "Oh, just use cheap tires," but you kind of actually need grip still because you want to keep up with the guy in front of you. And a decent set's about 200 a tire. So you're looking at 400 for a set before, and you get someone to install it, or if you can do it yourself at an event, it's up to you. Sometimes they have people at events that'll do it for you just for like 10, 15 bucks. Just chuck them on for you.
Nice.
No balancing or anything. Let's just put the tire on, go, you're out, get out there.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So, what's next for you? Are you going to keep welding, keep pushing these TikToks, keep drifting?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to keep going. Everyone loves the content, so I'm gonna, even though I'm going to keep trying my best to keep getting stuff out there. I'm just trying to make sure it's not boring because a lot of people they do the same thing, and I know mine's pretty much the same thing over and over again. But I'm trying to do cool edits. I'm trying to do funny ones every now and then, just keep people interested. I don't want people to get bored of it and just be like, oh, not another one. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing, yeah, but after a while, how many times do you want to watch it?
Right. How many times are you gonna watch yourself dab over and over again?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's why your comedy on there is great, man.
yeah.
It's hilarious content. So yeah, big ups to you on that. Keep doing that. Hey, dude. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say before we get out of here? Thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for
No,
taking time out of your busy schedule.
no, you're welcome, man. I appreciate that. All I just want to say is just make sure to keep watching, and I'm going to try my best to help as much people as I can out. You can message me on Instagram. I try and reply to everybody. Um, I'm here to help mainly. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people need help with welding. A lot of people don't really know how to teach people properly, so that's what I'm here for.
Awesome. Great. All right. He is Thatwelderguyr33, Aiden Burke. Thanks again, brother. Take care, brother.
No worries. Thank you, dude.